So iOS 26.5 just came out today. It's a small update, but there are three things that's worth knowing about. One of them matters more than actually sounds. One is purely visual, and one is Apple quietly doing something to your Maps app that you should know about before you update. Now let's get through it quickly. And let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know. So these are right before you update. It lists out some of the changes, like the end-to-end encrypted RCS, the wallpaper, and the maps that we just mentioned. So these are the updates coming in. Of course, security patches and security updates. So let's go ahead and update that, and then we'll get through it. All right, so as you can see here, I'm done updating the phone. We're on iOS 26.5 now. And the first feature that they've updated is the RCS. So to access the end-to-end encryption in RCS, go to the messages setting, and then as you scroll down, why is this activated? All right, well, as you scroll down, go to RCS messages, and now you'll see the end-to-end encryption. Now this is in beta, and so it's not available to all devices or carriers, and right now my device does not have it. So as I go into messages, I have tried it, and as you can see here, as a message comes in, if I was getting it, you will see encryption here underneath this with a lock icon. And the fact that I'm not getting that visual shows that it hasn't been rolled out to my device or carrier yet. And that's the only thing to know, that even if you update, even as you update to RCS encryption or to iOS 26.5, and then you toggle the setting on, you won't receive it yet until it rolls out to your carrier. Both you and the person you're texting need to be on a carrier that supports encrypted RCS, and it's rolling out over time. So not everyone, like I mentioned before, not every carrier has it. And again, this only applies to RCS messages, not old SMS text. So if your carrier downgrades to SMS for any reason, that conversation is not encrypted. So this is a genuinely meaningful privacy upgrade for anyone that regularly texts Android users. Feature number 2 has to do with maps, and this one is not as popular, at least with me. What they've done now is, when you go to suggested places, so right here you'll see new glyphs like for lunch, fast food, gas stations. And what they're doing with that now is, when you open maps, you'll see the suggested places section, and it shows recommendations based on what's trending nearby in your recent searches. I mean, I like the glyph icons there with that. It looks pretty nice. The only thing I don't like is what they're adding is some of the recommendations will be also based on ads. In practice, I do like it. If you open maps and you're looking for somewhere to eat, before you even type anything, it's already surfacing places near you that it's popular right now. The only thing is what's coming with it, because in the summer, I believe they're going to add ads to it. And iOS 26.5 is just laying the groundwork for it. Starting this summer, US and Canada first, when you search in Apple Maps, you'll see sponsored results at the top, similar to how App Store already shows ads. And if you go to the App Store, so like WhatsApp Messenger, this is showing as a suggested app to download, and you can see the ad underneath. So theoretically, that's how it should be looking once they fully roll this out, adding ads to Apple Maps. So again, that's the part that I'm not really a fan of. The next feature has to do with the reminders. It's a small one, but when you go to reminders, snooze options, it now shows you exact times instead of just vague descriptions. So if I go here, so this is one reminder that I have, and if you click into it, now it actually gives you details, right? So as you can see here, now you can remind me in 1 hour, and here's the more detailed one, remind me at 3 o'clock. So before, it would say remind me this afternoon or remind me this evening. no idea of what that actually meant, but now it gives you a specific and clear time. You'll notice it immediately the first time you snooze a reminder after updating, so this is pretty useful. It's a small update, but again, pretty useful. The next feature is the Pride Luminance wallpaper. They added a new wallpaper, and if you go to update your screen, lock screen, and then add. So here, if you go to updating your lock screen, here's where they have the new, so here is the new one. So here's where they have the new wallpaper. So the new wallpaper Pride Luminance, it dynamically refracts a spectrum of colors. That's how Apple described it. And there are 11 color variants to choose from, or you could build a custom one. So this is the one you can go, if you keep swiping, there are different ones, 11 variations. And then the last part is where you can actually customize the wallpaper using it. It looks pretty decent. So these were the main updates that I found pretty useful in this new update. Now, WWDC is in June 8th, and that's less than a month away. And that's when Apple previews iOS 27. So iOS 26.5 is likely one of the last updates we'll get before new features come in, and Apple shifts the focus to iOS 2027. So once that comes in, again, it'll be from June 8th through 12th, and then they'll be looking at the new features. First of all, iOS 27 is where that new Siri finally gets rebuilt, because again, with this update, we still didn't get any updated Siri, because we still didn't get the Siri features that were promised in the start of iOS 26. So they're looking to add that in iOS 27. So I'll be covering that the day it's announced. Subscribe so you don't miss it, because I will be looking to see even getting the betas. As soon as those go out to the public betas, I'll start downloading it and start covering them every time they come out with the beta releases. So again, should you update to iOS 26.5? Yes, and that's the short version. The encrypted RCS alone is worth it. The security patches, there are a couple of bug fixes. So again, it's always a good thing to update, and it doesn't take too long. And also in the comments, let me know what you want me to cover when it comes to whether it's iOS or Android, and I'll make sure to start implementing some of that. Again, going forward, I will, once WWDC in June 8th starts with the iOS 27 preview, I'll have that covered, so subscribe so that you don't miss it. Alright, I'm Slim Hoodie. Peace.